Welcome to the journey of a lifetime, where every word counts, every verse speaks, and every story unfolds to reveal the timeless wisdom of the ages. I'm your host, Lynn Falconer, and I welcome you to this episode on the Joyful Alchemist podcast. I want to thank you for subscribing, and I ask you to please do share with friends and family. In today's episode, we continue our 365-day journey through the Bible, and we are still delving into the book of Numbers. This book in the Bible is a fascinating story of Israel's journey from Egypt to the Promised Land. In chapter 31, we encounter a pivotal moment in the Israelite saga, marked by warfare, purification, and the distribution of spoils. So let's explore the key themes and the lessons from this chapter and how they may resonate with us in the modern era. So chapter 31 opens with the aftermath of the war against the Midianites, who had seduced the Israelites into idolatry and sexual immorality. Under divine command, Moses sends forth 1,000 men from each tribe to wage battle against Midian. Led by Phinehas, they slay every male, including the 5 Midianite kings, and they take captive the women and children along with their livestock and plunder. The Israelites then burn down the Midianite cities and return victorious with their spoils. Now, upon their return, Moses is angered by the preservation of the Midianite women who had caused Israel to sin. He commands the execution of every male child and non-virgin women among the captives, sparing only the virgin girls. The spoils are then divided among the warriors, the Levites, and the congregation, with a portion dedicated to the Lord. Now, following the battle, the soldiers undergo purification rites to cleanse themselves from the defilement of war. This involves washing their clothes and bodies, staying outside the camp for 7 days, and also purifying the plunder through fire and water. So now let's take a look at some of the key points and verses from chapter 31. And we start with divine retribution against idolatry. The war against the Midianites serves as a divine retribution for their role in leading the Israelites astray. As stated in the book of Numbers, chapter 31, verse 16, "Behold, these caused the children of Israel, through the counsel of Balaam, to commit trespass against the Lord in the matter of Peor, and there was a plague among the congregation of the Lord." Another key point is purification after warfare. The emphasis on purification rituals underscores the spiritual and moral implications of engaging in warfare. So when we look at Book of Numbers, chapter 31, verses 19 through 24, it is outlined that the soldiers are required to undergo a process of cleansing to rid themselves of the spiritual contamination associated with battle. And then another key point is the importance of obedience. So in the book of Numbers, chapter 31, we read about Moses' strict adherence to God's commands, which highlights the importance of obedience in carrying out divine will, even when it involves difficult decisions such as the execution of captives. This obedience is emphasized in the book of Numbers, chapter 31, verses 7 through 8, where Moses sends the warriors into battle as the Lord commanded Moses. So how is any of this relevant to our modern times? While the context of warfare and divine retribution may seem distant from our modern lives, There are several principles from the book of Numbers, chapter 31, that may resonate with us today. One of those is confronting moral compromise. Like the Israelites facing the temptation of idolatry and immorality, we encounter numerous temptations and distractions in our daily lives. This chapter reminds us of the importance of resisting moral compromise and staying true to our spiritual values. Another key point as relevance to modern times is cleansing and renewal. Just as the Israelite soldiers underwent purification rituals after battle, we individually and collectively can benefit from practices of self-reflection, repentance, and renewal. In a world today filled with conflict and strife, these rituals offer a path towards spiritual healing and growth. And then we have another very relevant point in relation to modern times, and that is obedience to higher principles. The theme of obedience to divine commands prompts us to reflect on our own allegiances and priorities. In a society where individual autonomy is often prized above all else, this chapter challenges us to consider the importance of submitting to higher principles and moral imperatives. So, in closing, the book of Numbers, chapter 31, offers profound insights into themes such as warfare, obedience, and spiritual purification. Now, while the chapter may present challenging moral dilemmas, its underlying principles hold relevance for our modern-day journey towards personal development and spiritual fulfillment. Through reflection and application, we can glean timeless wisdom from this ancient text that will help and support us in our navigation through the complexities of our own lives. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Joyful Alchemist podcast. I hope you found inspiration, insight, and a touch of magic in today's conversation. Remember, the journey of self-discovery is ongoing, and each step we take brings us closer to unlocking the alchemy within ourselves. If you've enjoyed today's discussion, please consider leaving a review on your favorite podcast platform. Your feedback fuels our passion to continue exploring the transformative power of joy and alchemy. Join us next time as we delve deeper into the mysteries of the heart, mind, and soul, and continue this 365-day journey through the Bible. Until then, may your days be filled with joy, your heart with gratitude, and your spirit with endless possibilities. Keep seeking, keep smiling, and keep alchemizing. This is your host, Lynn Falconer, signing off.